The atmosphere at the Stade Roi Baudouin in Brussels reached a fever pitch during the Day 2 soundcheck of the highly anticipated concert tour. Fans had gathered early, filling the stadium with an electric energy that only a global phenomenon could command. The anticipation was palpable as the stadium speakers began to thrum with the familiar bass lines of the Soundcheck playlist. Everyone knew they were in for a memorable afternoon, but no one could have predicted the sheer chaos that was about to unfold on the massive stage. As the members stepped out onto the stage in their casual rehearsal attire, the crowd immediately erupted into a sea of cheers and waving light sticks. The casual vibe of a soundcheck always offers fans a closer, more intimate look at the artists they adore. Today was no exception, as the group smiled, waved, and interacted playfully with the lucky audience members who managed to secure early entry. Among everyone present, all eyes eventually found their way to Jimin, who seemed to radiate a particularly vibrant energy today. From the moment he walked out, Jimin proved exactly why he is regarded as one of the most mesmerizing performers in the world. Even in a relaxed setting, his stage presence was absolutely magnetic, drawing the gaze of thousands in attendance. He moved with an effortless grace that made the sprawling, majestic Brussels stage look like his personal playground. As the opening chords of the Soundcheck songs echoed through the open-air venue, Jimin began to truly immerse himself in the music. The Grand Brussels stage, known for hosting legendary acts, felt even more spectacular as the group began running. Through their vocal and audio checks, Jimin, true to his reputation, was leaving no stone unturned to ensure that everything was absolutely flawless for the main event. He walked across the vast stage, checking the acoustics and adjusting his in-ear monitors with the practiced ease of a seasoned veteran. Yet, despite the technical nature of a soundcheck, he treated it like a full-blown production for the fans. His legendary vocals were on full display from the very first note he hit during the microphone check. The sweet, melodic timbre of his voice soared through the crisp Brussels air, sending shivers down the spines of everyone listening. It was a stark reminder of his incredible vocal range and emotional depth, proving that he doesn't need studio production to sound absolutely pitch perfect. Fans exchanged awestruck glances, completely captivated by the effortless beauty of his live singing. But it wasn't just his singing that held the crowd captive. His dancing during the casual run-through was nothing short of spectacular. Even while just marking his positions and executing relaxed choreography, his movements were incredibly sharp, fluid, and precise. Every turn, every step, and every subtle gesture carried a unique flair that only Jimin could possess. Effortlessly blended contemporary elegance with powerful hip-hop dynamics, making the soundcheck feel like a masterclass in performance art. Beyond his immense talent, Jimin also brought his signature charm and playful personality to the stage, instantly melting the hearts of everyone watching. He frequently paused to make silly faces at the front rows, sending waves of giggles through the crowd. At one point, he playfully teased the other members, running around the stage and exhibiting the kind of adorable, cute behavior that fans find utterly irresistible. This delightful contrast between a fierce performer and an endearing individual kept the energy light and joyous. Then, the defining moment of the afternoon arrived, completely shifting the atmosphere of the entire stadium in an instant. As Jimin was confidently walking down the long, extended stage, basking in the cheers of the crowd, the music seemed to swell. With a sudden, deliberate movement that caught everyone completely off guard, he casually unzipped and began to take off his outer layer. The sheer confidence in his stride as he initiated, the gesture immediately caused a collective gasp to ripple through the front rows. The atmosphere in Brussels instantly turned chaotic and completely broke down as Jimin bared his upper body while continuing his smooth walk down the runway. It was an unexpected, thrilling display of showmanship that transformed a standard soundcheck into an unforgettable, historic moment. The transition from casual rehearsal to a high-octane, jaw-dropping spectacle happened in the blink of an eye, leaving the entire venue stunned. The sheer audacity and coolness of the move sent an immediate shockwave through the entire audience. Witnessing this incredibly rare and unexpected sight, the fans in attendance completely lost their minds and reacted with pure, unadulterated hysteria. Deafening screams echoed across the stadium, bouncing off the concrete walls in a massive wave of collective excitement. Fans were gripping each other's arms, jumping up and down, and shrieking at the top of their lungs in absolute disbelief at what they were witnessing. The level of noise generated in that single moment rivaled the peak of any full-length concert. The sheer frenzy in the crowd was unmatched, as no one had anticipated such a bold and rare gesture during a daytime soundcheck. It was a moment of pure, raw connection between the artist and his fans, sparked by a spontaneous burst of rock star energy. Many in the audience were left completely breathless, holding their hands over their mouths as they tried to process the visual overload. The energy of the Brussels Stadium had officially reached a point of no return, cemented by this singular act. What struck many onlookers was how Jimin managed to look incredibly elegant, graceful and beautiful even while executing such a bold and powerful move. As he shed his jacket, his movements maintained a sophisticated fluidity that elevated the moment beyond mere shock value. There was an ethereal quality to his presence. As the daylight caught his silhouette and highlighted his flawless poise, he looked strikingly beautiful, embodying a rare blend of fierce masculinity and delicate angelic grace. The way he carried himself during and after the jacket removal showed a level of artistic confidence that very few performers can ever hope to emulate. He didn't just strip off a layer of clothing. He made it an extension of his performance, a piece of spontaneous art. His expression remained serene yet fiercely confident, completely aware of the massive impact he was having on the thousands of people watching him. It was a masterclass in how to command a stadium with nothing more than a single, fluid movement. As he continued to walk the length of the stage, the jacket trailing slightly behind him, he looked like a modern fashion icon walking a high-stakes runway. The sheer aesthetic beauty of the moment was undeniable, leaving fans completely mesmerized by his stunning visuals. Social media was already bound to explode. But in the physical space of the stadium, time seemed to stand still for a few seconds. Jimin had successfully turned a simple audio check into a legendary event that would be talked about for years to come. Even after the initial shock subsided slightly, the residual energy in the stadium remained incredibly high and vibrant. Fans were buzzing with excitement, talking rapidly amongst themselves while keeping their eyes glued to Jimin's every subsequent move. He, on the other hand, merely flashed a mischievous, knowing smile at the crowd, clearly enjoying the chaotic reaction he had so easily provoked. That playful glint in his eye only served to make the fans fall even deeper under his spell. Throughout the rest of the soundcheck, Jimin continued to deliver a world-class performance, proving his dedication to his craft and his fans. He didn't let the excitement distract him from ensuring that his vocals were absolutely perfect for the upcoming show. He hit every high note with effortless precision, his voice ringing clear and beautiful across the open stadium. The contrast between his powerful stage presence and his sweet, melodic singing created a captivating dynamic that kept everyone enchanted. His interactions with the other members on stage during the remaining songs also added a heartwarming element to the chaotic afternoon. They shared inside jokes, danced together in synchronization, and cheered each other on, showcasing their deep bond. Jimin's infectious laughter echoed through the microphone, providing a sweet contrast to the fiery moment that had occurred just minutes prior. This balance of intense charisma and genuine happiness is precisely what makes him such a beloved figure globally. The Grand Brussels stage proved to be the perfect backdrop for Jimin's multifaceted talents and unmatched star power. Every corner of the massive structure was utilized as he ran around, making sure to acknowledge fans sitting in every visible section. His commitment to giving his absolute best, even when the stadium wasn't yet at full capacity, spoke volumes about his professionalism. He treats every single person who comes to see him with the utmost respect by delivering a top-tier performance. As the soundcheck drew to a close, the atmosphere in the stadium was vastly different from how it had started, now supercharged with a brand new level of anticipation. The fans who witnessed the afternoon's events knew they had been a part of something truly special and exclusive. The collective experience had bonded the crowd, creating a shared memory that would undoubtedly dominate fan conversations for the rest of the tour. Jimin had raised the bar incredibly high before the official concert had even begun. With a final wave and a flurry of adorable finger hearts, Jimin and the rest of the group bid temporary farewell to the ecstatic crowd. The fans cheered wildly until the very last member disappeared backstage, their hearts still racing from the afternoon's surprises. The stadium slowly began to transition into preparation mode for the main event, but the buzz in the air remained completely undeniable. Jimin had left an indelible mark on Brussels on just the second day of the stop. The story of the Day 2 Soundcheck quickly began to spread outside the stadium walls, sparking a massive wave of excitement worldwide. Those who were lucky enough to be inside the Bai venue were busy recounting the exact sequence of events to envious fans across the globe. The phrase Jimin in Brussels became a trending topic almost instantly, as the world reacted to the snippets of information filtering out. It was a testament to his global influence and the intense passion of his dedicated fan base. Looking back at the afternoon, it was clear that Jimin possesses a unique ability to command an audience's emotions like a true maestro. Whether he is singing a heartbreakingly beautiful melody, executing a complex dance routine, or simply walking across a stage, he holds total control. The spontaneous jacket removal was just another example of his innate understanding of stagecraft and entertainment. He knows exactly how to create a moment that is both visually stunning and emotionally impactful. Furthermore, the event highlighted the incredible duality that defines Jimin as an artist and a public figure. One moment he is the epitome of ethereal beauty and grace, moving like a classical dancer across a grand European stage. The next moment he is a powerful, boundary-pushing rock star who can send an entire stadium into a state of hysterical frenzy with a single gesture. This rare combination of traits is what sets him apart in the competitive world of global music.